away we go. All right, first time on track. We've got the wheels installed. Everything's ready to go. A little bit of heat in the tire. We've got the brand new Bridgestone VO1s in place. So we'll go scrub these in. They're brand new. We've barely got any time on the warmers, so our first lap out will be careful. But with the new wheels, what am I trying to feel? Well, how easy is the bike moving around? How quickly does it go? What are we looking at here? What does it feel like braking, accelerating? Let's see. So once we get a couple laps in and the pace builds and the tires get hot, we should be able to figure out what we've got. But certainly side to side, just easy bar pressure compared to stock. A lot less effort to transition the bike in terms of bar pressure and rolling into the bar to make it turn. So this is interesting. I was honestly a little nervous with it because I have no idea what to expect with tires like this. Plus the suspension is absolutely at our control settings. So again, we're trying to figure out what we have here, and with the suspension as a control, with the heavier stock wheels, that might work well, but with lighter wheels, guess what? We're not going to get as much suspension action because the heavy wheels aren't spinning nor transmitting the force through the suspension either. So this is going to be interesting again on to that end. You definitely feel the difference in the brakes. Definitely feel the difference there. Yeah, it stops a lot faster. So this is certainly very interesting in a feel from a riding point of view. Well, there's the first lap, first part of the scrubbing done. Bring the speed down. Yep. Doesn't take much bar pressure. That's the first impression. Not much bar pressure at all. Roll the bike in. So brake markers are going to have to move up. Absolutely going to have to move up. If we're slowing down that much quicker with that much less weight spinning, then for sure that means deeper braking. That's all good. Okay, through 3 and 4. Through 5. Guys, so easy on bar pressure. There's really not much there at all. Into 6. Just the slightest bit of pressure and the bike transitions right over the top too, so. Yeah, definitely different. Completely different. So pull it. There's really so little need compared to what I'm used to with the effect of the wheel. There's really a lot less needed in terms of absolute pressure on the bar itself to get this thing turned over. And that's really a different, very different feel in terms of energy expended in putting things and making it work. So that's very interesting. It won't cost us anywhere near as much energy to get around the track. At all. Now we've got 2 laps down. The tire's pretty well scrubbed now. Should be able to pick up the pace a little bit. And obviously, again, we're not trying to set track records here. All we're trying to do is get a feel for the wheels. Thank you, Galen. Nice big chunk of rubber in the face. It's just so easy side to side. So easy. Flicking, rolling. So even your turning point now is going to have to move because it requires so little effort, comparatively speaking, to get this thing to move around, that if that's the case, you know, everything's going to change here. So much smoother coming off the hill in terms of acceleration. And punch it out. Yep. Again, a little more feel on the brakes now. Lot more feel on the brakes. Nice and smoothly through the gears, no drama. Into one, just wants to fall on its side. But I'm so used to these Bridgestone tires and the way they feel going over. It's just kind of shocking how much easier it is to get the bike keeled over. Just no effort at all. Wow. That's nuts. I can feel the rear wheel bouncing up in the air on the transitions. So obviously there's some work to do here geometrically, I think. That's what the feel is. I don't think it's rebound because we've had those settings for so long. It may just be geometry now with so much lighter weight and the transition of weight transfer that the back is now popping up. So I may have to go ahead and lower the rear a little bit, raise the front a little bit. And we're talking 1 or 2 millimeters, that's it. At either end, so nothing too serious. Just barely needs any encouragement to go where you want it to go. So easy. This is awesome. Okay, I think this will do us. We'll do one more lap here, then we'll bring it in because we've got a general feel. Want to also examine the tire wear and see how we're doing there in that department. Just mowing through the gears with these wheels. Yeah, I can definitely feel the rear end's high. It's pushing me wide, look at that. Okay, well that's good. We bring the back down a couple of mil. Then we'll leave the front alone because generally you want to try and do one thing at a time. Because that's very helpful. Let's transition it here. Just boom, straight down, straight to your knee. And over the top, just rolls right over. You're probably surprised at how quickly the horizon's changing on the camera because it is just rapid. But then in the more roll turns like 6, 7, 8, really, really smooth. Putting the bike over like that, it just rolls where you want it to go on the side of the tire. Just roll it, put it there, and away you go. Try not to run off the track. Down the hill, just again, just such an easy input, just to bring it back across the track. Bar pressure so much less. Pulling right out against the wall. Perfect. That was pretty impressive for a first start. That was pretty amazing. This is going to take some getting used to because everything's going to change. It's all going to be different. I got to relearn this thing. Wow. All kinds of work to do now. So we'll drop the rear 2 millimeters. We won't make any other changes and then we'll go from there.